Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's episode of Hit Podcast, back at the Short Post Podcast on YouTube.com. I am your 6'6", sleek, sexy god amongst men, Captain Neckbeard. Hi, nice to meet you. And if you're coming in for the first time, good. Stay. This is a threat. If you leave, I swear to God, I will fucking find you. I've done it before, and I will do it again. I also have Sab for the first time in a month and a half. Say hi, Sab.
We made an irreversible mistake. They're after us. We can do nothing but pray.
How ominous! And of course, our resident African American, who actually isn't even African American, he's a fucking dirty discount Mexican. Say hello, Shiitake.
Excuse me? Where the
There
fuck
he
did this
is.
intro come from?
I don't know. We haven't done an episode in 2 weeks, and we haven't done an episode with Sab in over a month.
I know that, but fucking hell,
I have to reinstate a
I
status
am
quo.
I am African American.
You may be black, but you're not really black. You own a 3D printer.
What?
Hey, I mean,
Are you
I'm not
really
complaining about
black?
making. I'm not complaining about making a 3D printer. You know how many felonies you can make with a 3D printer?
No, yeah. I've already
Yeah.
printed 2 ghost guns.
Really?
Yeah, let's go.
Can I have a couple?
Yeah, let's go. FGC9, baby.
Can
Yeah,
you just
baby.
give me one that like I just like a handheld shotgun? That I just
That's
pull
basically what
back
they
like
can
a
be.
lever and
Yeah, I don't know
detonate
about.
it in my fucking hand. I just want to
Yeah,
blow up my hand.
shotguns would not work with 3D printing. You got to use a
Yeah,
smaller
probably.
caliber.
It's
No,
a
no,
one-time
no.
use.
There's mini ghost guns that act like shotguns.
Huh.
You just load the
Are there?
pellets. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Huh.
Hmm. You
So,
actually, speaking of like, just going real quick, this is a recent topic. Have y'all seen in what's the country that's like in the middle of a civil war right now? The one that used to be Burma.
what's that one that's in like the
Nepal?
middle of the East? What is it? Oh shit, like
Nepal
the Middle
and
East. Is,
stuff?
I don't know.
No, not Nepal. It started with an M.
Nipple.
It was an M country.
All right,
Oh.
Madagascar. I don't know.
Okay.
Madagascar is near Australia. That's nowhere near Nepal.
Okay, but anyway, if you want to look it up after this, the country used to
You
be
can look it up right
Burma.
now.
But anyway, there's like a big civil war right now, and
I
it's
think
just
I
like
heard about that.
just normal people
Mexico.
versus the government. And well,
They're winning.
you can see. Well, I don't know about their winning or anything. I should probably keep in touch with this because that's actually something interesting. But there's
Yeah,
pictures of rebels down there with literal 3D printed guns. Like the guy Jay Stark, his gun, you can see rebels carrying around the FGC9, bro. It's great.
fucking way.
It warms my
crazy.
heart to see it.
Hear me out. Bullpup revolvers.
Bullpup
That's how we're
revolver?
doing this. Do you know what a bullpup is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a
Someone know what the
bullpup.
fuck?
How would it work?
It doesn't.
Yeah, it's the problem. They're notorious for not
I
fucking
think it would
working.
work. It would just look retarded.
Yeah, that's fair. You just need like really unnecessarily big mechanisms.
Yeah,
Fucking-
here, wait, no, I found a picture. I'll put it in photo ideas.
I'm trying to remember the one shotgun that not shotgun. Yeah, it is a shotgun. I can't remember the name of it, but it doesn't exist because it's so terrible. And
Short barrel.
no.
At least according to the
You
ATF.
know?
Yeah.
At least according to the ATF, that shot two
Well, I mean, you
people
can ask
over.
Randy. You can ask
We're
Randy
just gonna
Weaver
get
about
this
that.
one taken down by the government.
That's Granny Weaver about that. That is true.
So
You can also ask the sniper that was there at Waco.
Actually, I think I said this
are
before.
they still alive? Are they still kicking? I feel like they would have been.
No, they are.
murdered.
No, they're definitely alive. Like
You
Waco
know-
was not that long ago.
It was
Waco.
like 92.
Yeah, 92. It was not that long
Really?
ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be damned. You want to know something that really fucked me up? I found this out
What?
Wednesday. What year, without looking it up, what year do you think Stacey's mom came out?
2004.
2000s.
How the fuck did you both? Yeah, it's 2003.
Oh shit, it came out.
What did you think?
I thought like 1987.
No.
What?
No.
What?
I think
They
I
don't
okay,
even have half of the things in that.
it's because I simply mixed the Stacey's mom and Jesse's
Jesse's Girl by Bruce
Jesse's girl.
Springsteen.
Those two songs give off similar vibes to me,
Oh, I
so
would
I
have
just
said
kind of
because
associated them around the same time.
Stacy's mom is more of the pop punk genre, something
Yeah.
like that. So I would assume you typically assume that with the early 2000s or very, very, very late
Late.
90s,
Yeah.
like 99 at the
I wouldn't
latest or
even
the
say
earliest.
99. I say early 2000s because pop punk
Yeah.
wasn't taken off till then.
It
Really.
didn't.
Yes,
Well, it was underground in like
Yeah.
99 at the earliest.
right. I get
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I know, but that fucked me up way more than it reasonably should have. Like, yeah, I mean, yeah, that makes sense in hindsight. That yeah, it's probably going to be around 2003.
I
But my
fucking
brain's like,
love how you were immediately like, what the fuck? How'd you both guess it like so
yeah, because I
quickly?
thought at least somebody was going to say 90s. I was like, no, you fucking idiot. But no, you were both like pretty much spot on.
Nah, it was
So
you
fuck
who
you
were the
both.
idiot.
It is
You
I.
are the idiot.
I am the
Uh,
retard. Correct.
You
That is correct.
fool.
Yeah. So, our dearest Sab, our
yeah.
dearest Sab, how's it
Mm.
been? You have escaped our justice for over a month and a half. What have you been up to?
If you can call it justice, I don't know. I've been around, man. I've been around.
Mob
How's the
justice.
wrath of our inhumane suffering on this podcast doing without you?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. So go ahead. How was your vacation? Give us
Oh,
agonizing
that.
details.
Let's see. I was like for about a week up in the like North Carolina, up in the Smokies. That was pretty fun.
I said
Cause
agonizing details, bitch. I want to know the exact time you took a shit
I'm,
every day.
bro, I don't even
I
remember that.
don't, yeah, I don't think he would either remember
Who
or
doesn't
have
write
done
that
it.
down? Fucking weirdos.
None of us do. What?
Write in the
I think
comments
you're
down
the one.
below if
I
you
think you've
also.
ostracized
Nah,
yourself twice now.
no,
Hey,
I don't
everyone
live
in the
by your
comments down below,
bureaucracy. I
give
live
me the
free. I
exact
don't
time you took a
document.
shit today. While they're talking, I'm going to ignore you. Comments, I'm telling you, give me the exact time you've taken a shit today. And if you haven't taken a shit before watching this episode, go take a shit and then give me the exact date, time, and to the very second you took a shit.
Or you can just give us a
Please and thank you.
timestamp and said, "Hey, I was taking a dump while listening to your podcast."
Yeah.
Yes, if you started
how
to
funny.
shit at any point during this podcast, please leave the timestamp down
Yeah,
below.
just give a timestamp instead of the actual time.
And give a brief description of the consistency. If it was
Oh
like
my
a
God!
solid
Please, God,
brick, or are
no.
we talking like a soft squisher? We talking
He and
liquid
only
here,
he will be the
like
only
a
ones
coffee
reviewing
foam?
those.
I
In the
will be
comments,
rating those. I will be rating every single one that I see up until I get. So if you tell me every single shit you've ever taken, just in any particular order with the exact timestamp that you took it, I will be rating your shits down below. If you can provide photographical evidence, that would be great for authenticity purposes. I would hate
Nope, he's into
a
that. Don't
competition.
do that.
Please
Don't
do
Do
me a
not do
favor
that.
and send
No.
it
He
directly
will.
to
He
Sab's
will literally
email
enjoy
that will be in the
himself.
description below.
don't
Send it
feed this
directly to
fetish.
Sab's personal email, the shit pictures, and
Do
he'll send
not.
those to me, and we'll have everything verified on our side, and then we'll rate you down in the comments, and then whoever had the best shit while watching a podcast episode. You can also do it if you've shit during previous podcast episodes. Because my personal favorite shit was in the middle of editing episode 6. No, not 16. What was the
Why
episode
is
with? I have to look on the channel now for my personal favorite shit, because I actually do remember my personal favorite shit. And it was while editing an episode. It was Yeah, I was right. Episode 16, the starvation battles. Because about halfway through editing it, I went to take a shit, and I came back, and my computer automatically updated because it was 3 in the morning, and I
Oh yeah,
lost
and then
That's
like
fun.
you
two and a
texted
half
us
hours.
telling you wish did not exist.
Yep, I lost about 2.5 hours of progress, had to restart, and it took me another 6.5 hours. I didn't sleep that night.
Well, at least the source
Please
material didn't get
watch.
corrupted. That would have been
Please,
lame.
for the love of God, watch the episode. I'm begging you here, homie. Also, watch episode 17. That was the funny one that's like 2.5 hours long. Episodes 17 and 18, you can skip those. I understand. But if you shit during them, let us know down in the comments below. Anyway,
With that out
Sorry,
of the
get back to
way,
your story. Sorry, I didn't mean to derail you for so long.
I don't know. I don't. There's not too much detail to go into. At least detail that I'd want to get into. So, I mean, I guess I can
Okay,
just
why'd you
say
go down there
that
for? Was it just a vacation, or were you like visiting family? Like, what's
vacation,
up? Okay,
vacation. I mean, my dad met with his old friend from high school.
that's nice. Did you guys do anything fun?
the hell's going on?
Lovely. He's
I
evaporated
was,
into the ether.
I was a, I was guessing that had happened, but I was so confused because all I'm hearing is like, what
I'm just gonna kick him from the call real quick.
the
I'll
fuck?
hope there we go. Welcome back, buddy.
Sorry, someone called me in the middle of this and it screwed the whole thing up.
Ah, I see. Tell them to go fuck themselves. The bastard.
Yeah, I might later. I don't know.
Tell them to
But
kill themselves. And then tell them to comment down below in this episode what their timestamp of the shit they did previous to their death was. Thank you.
all right. Yeah, no. So we had to repair a septic tank. That was fun.
Did you get to
Really?
go into the septic tank? Did you like hang out in there?
No, I don't think he did.
No, but we did open it.
Did you go? How was it? How were the?
It,
Give me a rating real quick. How were the shits?
it was mostly water. I couldn't tell because
Okay.
that's the reason we got in there. It was the drainage problem, draining the liquid from the solid in there got screwed up.
Hmm. Did they like hold you by your ankles and like kind of dip you in,
No,
trying to get you to try and fix shit?
if anything, I was doing the least amount of work.
What were you doing? He's just sitting there.
Eh,
So,
I
hey,
mean,
Uncle, did you ever hear about Waco?
I mean,
Just read the Wikipedia page.
although a lot of it was digging. So
You were digging. Did you have to dig up the septic tank?
Yes, that's
yeah,
what you have to do. They're
yep,
in the ground.
Yeah, but aren't
yep,
they only? They're only like 3 or 4 feet under. Yeah.
yep.
No,
We
How deep is the septic
we
tank?
had to uncover the entire thing.
Why?
because you if it's an issue with fucking separating the liquids from the solids, it's a part internally. It's
Okay,
not
yeah.
really.
The
Nah,
septic
it
tank is
just
about 4 feet 4 inches
nah.
deep.
It's not even that. It's just how it separates because it does it on its own. But
Yeah,
the
no.
drainage out into the whatever it's called, the
There's
wastewater
there's
field or something like
there's
that.
one midget
Mhm.
who sits in a septic tank with a stick, and he like just breaks up all the shits with the stick. That's his entire
Well, I
job.
mean, be putting plumbers out of a job.
Mm.
Speaking
Yeah.
of which, that's what my dad's friend was. That's so we had I had an expert right there.
Does he have a plumbing business? Can you dox
He
him right
does.
now on his plumbing business? You should
No,
dox his
I won't.
plumbing business. You
But
should give us
but
the
it is
exact
his
address of his
business.
plumbing address and
No,
also
No.
I
his
feel like
personal
you'd
address.
firebomb it.
Okay, but I will. I do have some things. I might say it some other time if we have something planned. Oh yeah, we have something planned for this episode. I'll
Yeah,
do it
why?
some other
What's up?
time. I got some stories.
Yo, tell
So
stories then. That's the whole point of a podcast. You
I
fucking idiot.
okay.
I
I'll
have things
tell.
that I have things that we should do for the podcast that a normal podcast would do, which is tell a fucking story. Should probably
Okay,
do
all
that.
right. So one of these stories also came from my dad. I'm just going completely off memory from the ones I saw and the ones I took note of.
Okay.
Mhm.
So most of these stories came from the Marines, since both my dad and his
Ooh.
friend both went to the Marines.
Okay.
The good old crayon eaters.
Delicious.
Yeah.
I love how they have actual Crayola gummies. I think
Yep.
that's just hilarious. Something about
Well,
that.
it started because of that meme.
Is that
Well,
why it started?
was it? I thought it was just because
I'm
kids
messing.
were
I'm
eating
messing.
crayons.
You both immediately were like, "Holy shit!
I
Is it
thought it
real?"
was. I thought it was
But
something
I
along
mean
the
that's
lines of just the
better.
colors.
No, it is. No, it would be better if it was that, but
Okay,
no.
but I'm gonna say the Crayola gummies are kind of mid. The OG crayons are where it's at.
Of
You know what
course.
I
Of
love? The
course.
skin-colored crayons that they have.
No,
Excuse
You
me.
guys
okay,
seen this?
real quick. Best crayon flavor, go.
Oh, if you're eating anything other than blue, you're a fucking Neanderthal.
I was gonna say violet, but
But have you guys
Yeah,
seen
no,
this? Because
purple is the best flavor.
any cool color is nice. But I like this because we have this at our local Walmart. It's the Colors of the World Crayola pack.
Oh, that
And if
fucking
you look
thing.
on the
Oh,
side,
cannibalism.
there's like normal skin colors, and then there's like dog dick like pink.
Irish.
And I'm wondering whom's the skin color of cock pink? I'd love to
Irish.
know. The the Irish are cock pink.
Have you never seen an Irish, like a genuine Irish person, like true blood Irish?
Yeah, no,
I don't
True
think
Blood
I
Irish people
have
are actually
specifically.
pink.
Oh no, I can
Like-
look.
Like a full-blooded Irish person, completely ginger and all.
Mm-hmm.
Guess you know, what'd be really really funny is if they like made the crayon pack like super racist, and there was just like pitch black and like neon red and like yellow.
What?
Just like super racist colors.
What do you mean? What? It's a
Red-
bad joke,
Red
but I
for
get it.
Indians. No, I'm just saying. I think it's. Look, don't you dare come at me with your fucking white knighting. They made Colors of the World Crayola. They knew exactly what they were doing, and technically, it
Yeah,
might still
it did.
exist. Because I don't know what the other side looks like. So let me look up. Crayola.
Craig just sent a message.
That's fun.
No, he better not have. That skank. Where?
Oh, okay. It's just telling.
Where is it?
I'll,
It's going.
in behind the curtain.
Yeah, that's just saying that he started recording. You fucking idiot.
It just
1 second.
It just told me. You're lucky I even told.
You should have. It's useless. See, I was right. There's literally just solid black on this. Actually, there isn't, but I've seen people who are. They get super dark, but not
Okay.
actually
Okay.
black enough dark.
All right.
Think about it. I've seen solid black people. The darkest it goes to is deep almond.
On my
Alright.
mom's grandfather's side, it's really dark. Like the skin color, they're pitch black, basically.
Yeah, I know. See, you're not
Nah.
being represented.
Ayo,
This is in the
natural night
32
camo.
Where's natural
Shut up.
light camo?
Shut up, Sav.
I thought you were talking about crayon color still. It's like, hey, yo.
Shut the fuck. This motherfucker. Natural camouflage?
Yo,
Yeah.
don't smile in the dark, homie.
Yeah, it's gonna give you
My
away.
brother.
Go.
Wait.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. That was such a fucking stupid
I didn't say
joke.
that one though.
That was such a
Uh,
fucking stupid joke.
I love everything.
Dense motherfucker.
Look, it's been a while since we've all been together again. The status quo has to be upheld.
What status quo? I
Does
think
it?
you're
The
just setting it at
status
this point.
quo. So anyway, continue your stories before I go off on another racist tangent.
Here, I'll just do one so we can get to the funnier things because I will do the funniest one I remember,
Okay.
which is basically so. I don't know if it was always this way. Well, yeah, no, I'll tell this one. The other one was
Okay.
just kind of cool. So I don't know if it was always this way, but he was in motor transport and he was working with like Amtrak and stuff, big old tractor vehicles. So
Oh.
he was working like mechanics and like support and working like with them, like as
Mhm.
part of their thing, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe they're like garrisoned somewhere. I don't think he said the location. I think it was overseas though. It may have been. I don't remember exactly.
The
By the way,
dirtiest shithole of all, Europe.
Honestly, I could see it. It's an awful place. Europe.
Yeah, I'm just looking at fucking King George in a
Yeah.
jar over on my desk.
Although this is probably, if I had to make a guess, this was like early 90s. No,
Okay.
wait. It was either it might have been actually
It was
late 80s.
2003. You can tell because they were all listening to Stacey's mom at the time.
Shut the fuck up.
Nah.
You keep bringing this up to try and wipe the public memory that
No,
you
no,
were
no,
a
no.
fucking
Guys,
idiot.
it definitely came out in like 1987. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just saying this because remember he was there for the time that we put our boys into Kuwait to push the Iraqis out.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So he was in there. He was also in Saudi Arabia, like at that time as well.
Oh really?
Right.
Yeah. There's another story there, but I might tell that later.
Did he bomb
Anyway,
any civilians?
nah.
God,
He
what's
was
the
just
point of even going then?
He wasn't Air Force. He was Marines, bro.
Yeah, and
Marines don't
called
commit
making
war crimes like
time.
the Air Force does.
I
Take the
mean,
time to do the things you love.
Marines don't commit nearly as many war crimes as the Air Force does.
Yeah.
So, or Navy.
In the Navy.
A lot of idiots in the Air Force are notorious for bombing public places when the orders are specifically not to do that.
I mean, I believe it
all
was
is fair in love
Kuwait
and war.
Highway 80.
I remember.
What happened?
So,
What's up with Highway 80?
Wait, Highway 80. He's talking about the time
no. I'll explain it.
Okay.
Civilian refugees and Afghani soldiers leaving. They were trying to get out of the country. They were gone. They threw down their arms. They were going. I believe it was Kuwait Highway 80 was the road they were on.
It was Highway 80, yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember. It's never listed what branch bombed them. That's not the part that matters.
The Air Force.
They-
It was mainly the Air Force.
Yeah, it was Air Force.
It was Air Force. And
They
they were
firebombed this convoy of civilian vehicles of both
Lamau.
civilian refugees and surrendered soldiers. Complete blatant war crime, and nothing came of it.
Based?
Yeah.
I like the one that was the Ukraine Russia war, and some guy on Reddit, some retard on Reddit.
Which one? This one or 2014?
The newest one. The guy on Reddit
Oh.
who just posted a picture for Reddit Karma, and he's like, "My brother's off in the Ukrainian war right now. They're hiding out in abandoned schools. Look at my hero." And then the Russians found out and just bombed a shitload of schools. They're just like,
Bruh.
"Oh, okay, cool, thanks."
It was bad. No, but
So
then
many people died, it's funny.
that's
Yeah.
I
But
mean,
I'm removed enough from the situation that I don't give a shit.
though we'll go into a situation one time and see. There is one thing that I heard someone make a point of before. This is completely like philosophical, political stuff. But anyway, so this is one issue. I mean, I'm gonna say this real quick. Do you
Mhm.
know that the amount of money we put in Ukraine is more than the amount of relief money we put in Europe after World War II,
Yeah.
adjusted for inflation?
Yeah, no, that's a bad issue.
It's almost because it's like it's money laundering or something. Anyway.
Yeah, war profiteering.
Woo! War profiteering!
That's how we've always made our money, though. You know that. That's like not
uh,
the American military industrial complex is like one of the biggest fucking money makers for the American government there is, bro.
you gotta love the one that takes away all your tax money. You gotta
Yeah.
love
That's why I
Raytheon. You gotta
don't
love
pay
Lockheed
taxes.
Martin. You gotta
I don't pay
love
taxes.
Boeing, etc.
You gotta love Wayward Electric. I think I think that's the company name.
Everyone
Like,
loves
where-
good old Rockefeller.
There's General Electric,
General Electric. That's the one. That's the one. Fucking
etc.
Yeah, no, the guys that literally
So many more
literally-
contractors.
Yeah, no, the guys that literally took contracts from actual from funeral homes that would pick up bodies from Hurricane Katrina, and literally took months to get them out,
Yeah, that sounds about right.
and was paid billions of dollars just to remove like 6 bodies.
Don't get me started on Hurricane Katrina because I've had enough of the government during Hurricane Katrina. Here, I'll just say one thing.
Yeah, just go on
Have
a
you
rant. Go for
heard?
it.
Yeah, I'll go. Have you heard of the Hurricane Katrina weapon confiscations in Louisiana?
No, pray tell.
After,
What they
like,
do to their
right
gum
after
gum
Hurricane
shrimp.
Katrina, either it was like right during or right after Hurricane Katrina hit Louisiana, like in the bad parts. The government, I don't remember who, it was either local police or like city or like jurisdiction polices. They went home to home and confiscated guns. No buyback, no nothing. They were knocking your doors and just taking your guns and leaving. They say it was to prevent looters, which I guess is the only reason they would have done that. And
That is such
never paid them.
logic.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
it
we
is.
know you could potentially go and attack people, so we're gonna take
And
your
not to-
guns so that if
And here's the
people attack
icing.
you,
Here's the
you're-
icing on the cake, which is more common knowledge. This is common knowledge, though. You want to know what the government did to help after Hurricane Katrina?
Pray tell.
Practically nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
but to be
nothing.
They
fair,
The
it's
said,
whole-
Louisiana.
"Hey,
No one gives a
we're
fuck.
taking your guns. You can't fend for yourself anymore. Have fun. We're not helping you."
Here's
Yeah,
a
no, and then like
simple
after Hurricane
tragedy.
Katrina, a lot of crime skyrocketed on top of that because of them doing what they did. Like
Right.
they
Yeah, because
basically
people were just
Crazy.
there. They were impoverished. They lost their homes. They lost their way of life.
Sounds like a skill issue.
They had to go to criminal.
and then people wonder why are these back road country people not trusting of the government? Because the government fucked them over. Like you're kidding me. You don't see this? Like, are we looking at the same situation? Like the
I don't know
government
about
fucked them
you.
over.
I don't know about you, but I trust my government.
I am feeling 22.
I don't know about you, but I feel like I have several pipe bombs in my mattress. Yeah. Also, I would love to give you guys a little quote, by the way, that is a direct quote from my mother that I wanted to say earlier, but I just feel like I should just drop it in before I forget, which is, I'm not evaded taxes, I'm simply procrastinating them.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, have you think
It's
about
really
this?
funny.
If everyone in America, like all the citizens,
You
just
pay
refused
taxes,
to
they couldn't do
pay
anything.
taxes, the government couldn't do anything. Literally,
I
they
like
couldn't
how-
do anything to stop that.
I like how the purge takes place during tax season. So hypothetically, instead of going out and murdering people for no reason, you could just stay
You
at
just sit
home
and
and
wait.
give fraudulent taxes. Just commit.
Yeah, you put in your tax papers. Don't pay anything. And
Yeah, just fuck up your
That's-
taxes. Like, what are they gonna do? It was the purge. Here's the real
hear
question.
me out. You're just gonna commit the most petty federal crimes like tax evasion, opening other people's mail.
Yes, just fucking mail fraud.
Stop. No
Oh my
mail
God.
fraud. Yeah.
Just start loitering in places.
Yeah.
You know what?
No,
What are
I
you gonna do?
but I feel like somebody would walk up to you and just blast you right in the face for loitering.
You know what? Fuck you. I'm gonna go park in the fire lane from 9 to
Yeah.
6 a.m.
Yeah, no. Screw this. I'm gonna go be in the fucking handicap thing without a tag.
Yeah, but just
I'm gonna go.
Minute
You know what? Screw this. I'm gonna go fish without a permit.
You know what? I'm gonna go have some public urination. Just take a piss on the side.
publicly masturbate in a subway. Just fucking.
Well, you don't need to wait for the purge for that one.
Okay,
need to be in New
okay.
York.
I mean,
am I wrong?
yeah.
have you seen the subways in New York?
I'll have
Have
you
you?
know, I've been at New
I
York
haven't.
for 2
I
full
fucking
hours.
went in the subways in New York. What do you mean? I was in New York for a whole
Okay,
fucking month.
Can
You-
you please
you
explain
fucking-
it then?
dude, I
Is it
literally-
like- Is it like how it is?
Yeah, just
Dude,
it?
it's fucking wild. It is mental. Literally, there were 3 cops that had to be on guard because there were so many homeless people that would get aggressive with people just walking in the subway.
I would
God.
just wait until the doors were about to close for a homeless guy and just be like, ha, at least I have a house, and then just leave.
They
Just,
probably,
Dude,
dude, have
walk
you
into the
not seen the
subway.
video of the homeless man that opened up a fucking so like the subway doors because a
Right.
person yelled at him?
Oh, I would have
Oh yeah.
immediately
No,
shit
he
my-
spit on him.
Yeah,
No,
and
he's-
then he spit on him after he started to open the doors up.
I think
Yeah,
I would
no,
just
that
try to
was.
kick him in the dick.
I don't know why people treat homeless people so bad. I
I
don't
know,
get it.
right? Because you're like one step away from being in that same position.
You're
Like,
in New York. You are.
You're in
Yeah,
New York. You're
like, New
basically
York is
homeless for
notorious for their poor, like-
$400,000. Yeah.
Like,
the
the
people who
healthcare
aren't
is
away
bad,
from
like-
that are the people who aren't that far away from homelessness are the people who are not taking the subway.
Guys, let's have a
Yeah.
podcast episode where we just go to fucking New York and commit hate crimes. I think that would be a great like
No,
bring an update.
no.
I think that'd make a great live update.
Oh yeah, backtrack into the
You
Fed
get hate
thing real
crimes in New
quick.
York. That's the problem.
What happened?
Huh. Backtracking to the Fed thing real quick. Have you guys heard of the thing in Ohio where this guy just walked into the FBI, like the main FBI building of Ohio, armed, like with I think it was an
I heard about
AR-15 and a nail gun.
I think I heard about that. I
How'd that
don't remember what article I read about it.
He
The
didn't
fucking
get to do anything, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's crazy.
yeah, because he got fucking dropped to the ground as soon as he walked in.
Yeah, no
Like, you
shit.
kidding me?
Motherfucker
It's a
walks in
shame.
looking like he's gone to fucking set for Home Improvement, and the FBI is just gonna unload on his ass.
An
No shit.
AR-15 and
Yeah.
a nail gun.
Yeah, this motherfucker's Tim Allen up in here. He's gonna get mowed down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although
He's not like Tim Allen, because Tim Allen was caught trafficking cocaine back in the 1950s.
Base?
at least it
I'm
was
sorry,
with
hold
kids.
up. Did you just say the 50s?
Yeah.
Tim Allen isn't old enough to be from the 50s. Oh, never mind.
When was
Tim Allen was just born in the 50s. Tim Allen was fucking
When was-
7 in the 60s.
He was a drug mule as a very small child.
6-year-old fucking Tim Allen doing drug trades.
Well, he was doing it in his mid-20s. I'm pretty
I
sure.
would like to mention, everyone,
That would be
Tim
the
Allen is
70s.
officially 69. Nice. Just wanted to
Shut the fuck up.
Just wanted to hit you with a little
mean-
nice. Which is weird to think Tim Allen's almost 70. That's weird.
Speaking of kind of washed up stars, have you guys seen how Brendan Fraser looks nowadays?
Dude, poor Brendan Fraser, bro. He's gotten the short end of the stick.
He
in
lost
Hollywood.
everything in the divorce, bro.
Brendan
No, that
Fraser
bitch-
looks like a
that-
thumb
you know-
thumb.
Do you know how much money she wanted for alimony?
How much?
She wanted,
$7.
she wanted everything.
Oh wow, Brendan
She
Fraser really went from the Mummy to the goddamn Bubby.
Yeah, no, she wanted 900K just in alimony.
Fuck that bitch.
It's a shame because
It's a shame. And then fucking he was gonna be in the new Batgirl movie as Firefly, and fucking they canned it right at the end. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
even Brendan Fraser cannot catch a break.
Brendan Fraser went down
Dude, he cannot.
fast.
Dude, he is so wholesome. Because even in an interview when like the lady was telling him, "Oh, the internet's behind you," he started to actually start tearing up. Like hearing that people were supporting him.
Lamau?
Like how more wholesome could you be?
Brendan
Like, that's-
Fraser needs something. I mean,
Now
I
I
get
can
he's a
start
celebrity
telling
and all,
women
and
that
I'm
I'm
like,
as good looking as Brendan Fraser, and they'll just have to guess at which time. Online dating has
What?
never been easier.
hey babe, I'm as good looking as Brendan Fraser. You better hope it's 1990s Brendan Fraser.
George of the Jungle, Brendan Fraser.
Exactly.
You fools. No, I don't know.
Nah, I'm 2020 Brendan
I'm
Fraser.
2020. For,
Dude, but, like
post-divorce.
he
Brendan
actually looked
Fraser.
pretty dope as Firefly. Honestly, he looked pretty dope as Firefly.
Which one's Firefly?
He's a Batman villain. Because he was supposed to play him.
Okay.
Like, there's a bunch of pictures of him on set. Like, and he actually looked happy while doing the movie. So,
Was he fat?
you piece of shit out. Warner Brothers,
That's
go
good
fuck
for
yourselves. Go
him.
jump off a building.
Although I will
Oh, that's really
say,
funny.
I personally don't really like celebrities because I don't get like people idolizing them for practically no reason other than they're in media they like. And that's one reason I don't like. And they act like higher class citizens because of that.
Oh, I don't understand.
But I will say, I
celebrity
do pity
culture.
for Brendan Fraser because he lost his entire way of life because of one divorce.
What was
Yeah,
that
no.
divorce about?
Like, literally, the only reason, like, I like Brendan Fraser because he's an actually stand-up guy. It's like Keanu Reeves. I like Keanu Reeves because he's done good things.
All right, listen here, Red.
Like,
Yeah, you gotta like
What?
Keanu Reeves for Keanu Reeves, not the stigma surrounding him though.
what's the stigma? What?
You know, like the Redditor moment.
Yeah, you're a fucking
Oh, yeah.
predator. Oh, fucking Keanu Reeves wholesome 100. It's like, yeah, he's cool, but like, calm your tits.
Yeah, no, Keanu. I feel bad for him too because he was, dude. Why do we like the stars that have like bad backstories? Like Keanu abused by his father, literally, then loses his wife and his kid in a car accident.
I mean, you know the answer to that question?
What?
The answer to why we like the people with backstories so much?
Tragic heroes.
Both tragic heroes and the fact that in little parts of us, there's always going to be a sadist who just enjoys other people's suffering and enjoys seeing how they recover from it.
Yes, but you have
And
to
seeing if they
remember
get
it is
beat down
not
again
sexual.
by it.
We get beat down again, but that's kind of fucked.
I mean, sadists don't always have to be sexual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I got into an argument with one of my friends in the comments below about in that episode about it.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah.
The
We
Oh, yeah.
lactose intolerance.
Yeah.
Uh,
Dude, I'm
The lactose intolerance. The what? I can't remember.
remember, they was thinking if he was a masochist because he enjoyed doing the things that would provoke his lactose intolerance.
I would just like drink
Oh.
milk and shit my brains out, and I'd be like, punch me in the gut because I think it'd be funny, etc., etc.
Now I remember. Yeah, because you were like questioning whether you just like pain for pain.
It's not
But no,
a
like, I
pain
mean-
for pain thing. It's just I'm bored. I think this will be funny. I don't care of repercussions.
No, I know that's what we told you. Yeah, no, that's what we told you. It's
Yeah.
not masochist because like
Well, no, it's
you
like
don't actually enjoy the pain. You just do it
pseudo-masochism.
for shits and giggles.
It's like pseudo-masochism because there's still the stuff masochists would still do, or at least very minor things a
Well,
masochist would do.
I don't think a masochist would activate any.
No, I'm doing like textbook definition of the masochist causing unneeded suffering for pleasure.
Yeah. Like,
No,
I
because
don't
like
need somebody to
I
bust
know-
a 2x4 over my head to come, but it helps. I don't need it.
I know-
Not that kind of pleasure, more of the other kind, the just enjoyment pleasure,
I think it's
not
fun.
sexual
Yeah.
derivement.
Anyway, what were we talking about? Anyway, so you got any more stories, or can I start up on my?
I never even went through the first one, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. Anyway,
Yeah,
about
you
my
did.
stuff. No, I'm kidding. Go tell your story.
So I'll just tell this one so you can get to whatever you're doing.
Nah, you're fine.
So
take your time.
this is pretty funny. So, like I said, he was in that garrison, who knows where. But anyway, he works with Amtrak, obviously, and he just sees this box sitting there. Well, no, he sees boxes sitting there. And he's like, because he was a forklift operator. He was working with forklifts, moving around
He's
in
forklift
like
certified.
motor pool.
That's so sexy.
He was. I don't know if he still
You
is because I
lose your
think you need to
forklift
keep it like.
certification?
Yeah, you gotta like.
No,
you
it's
take
it's
a
like
license.
it's like pilot certification. You have to
Yeah.
keep it up, keep it current in order to keep it.
Yeah.
So he's like, I wonder what this is, because they were also loading stuff on like a 5-ton truck.
Oh god.
If you don't know what that is, that's just one of those big trucks. They're loading stuff on, moving it.
Yeah.
Anyway, he sees this box. He's like, I wonder what this is. Brand new Amtrak transmission. He's like, oh, how fun. It doesn't say it's for anyone. It's obviously just means it's for us.
Filled with cocaine.
Clearly. So he just takes one of them and puts it in the back of a 5-ton. He puts it on wrong, so the whole suspension of the 5-ton just goes like nuts. And some captain comes out. And keep in mind, this guy is like can't be like he had to be like a lance corporal or something at the time, something like that, or maybe a sergeant. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And this captain is just cursing him, chewing him out. Like, what are you doing? Whose do you think this is? Who's in charge of you? Who's your lieutenant?
Who's your man?
And he's like, and the captain's like, hey, I'm gonna be right back. You better stay right here. And they just leave. Never see the captain again. And then he gets back.
He's fucking dead.
Yeah, they just leave with the Amtrak transmission. They just steal it.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah, I mean, what else are you gonna
Committed-
do?
They just stole that Amtrak transmission. And he goes up there, and then he talks to his lieutenant, and he's like, "Hey, guess what I got for you? A brand new Amtrak transmission." And then his lieutenant is like, "Oh, I knew I loved you." And then I don't know. It was basically, I think how we put it was just extra brownie points.
Extra brownie points. You're stealing a fucking.
Yeah, this yanked an Amtrak transmission, tactically acquired an Amtrak transmission with a forklift.
Tactically retrieved.
Yeah,
Found it on
Tactically
the side of the
retrieved.
road. That's how my parents describe having me. I was tactically retrieved. The side of a
Tactically
road.
acquired an Amtrak transmission.
Yeah.
All right, neckbeard. What did you want to get to?
All right, so got a couple of stories for you little children. This Monday,
You in the bathroom again?
I'm currently taking a shit. Yes. So, look, I'm not ending. I'm not pausing the episode for this. We're on a roll. Means you die with me.
No,
Here, how about this?
I won't.
Here, hold on. Here, hold up. I got this. All right, I currently have a towel over my head. Is that better for you?
What?
Does that make this? Is this
Sure.
better for you now?
Sure, I guess. Sure,
It
go
doesn't
ahead.
sound any different.
It doesn't?
But
Yeah,
alright.
it doesn't sound amazing.
So, in no particular order, I'm going to take this off my head because I feel stupid then. So I went down to Clearwater to see my grandparents. I haven't seen them in several months. And I'm like, I have the day off. I'll go see them. We'll hang out, whatever. And I drove down there. It's a 2.5-hour drive. I got lost in Clearwater for about an hour.
Oh, that's fun.
Which is
I mean,
funny.
how did you get lost in
Yeah,
Clearwater?
that's what I'm saying.
Because
How
it's a
the fuck
straight
did you
line.
get-
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like really hard to get lost in Clearwater.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, it
I'm
is.
retarded, and I was busy listening to the radio, so shut the fuck up.
Of course, you got distracted. That
Yeah,
fucking
of course I did.
I mean, the only way you get lost is if somehow you accidentally went all the way to St. Pete. That's the only
I didn't
way.
get that far.
Yeah.
I just got distracted. All right. So
How far did you get? Tell us the real fucking
I
distance
went
you
about
made.
half an hour farther than I was expecting to. But because I got distracted, I stopped at the only place that I knew that was before my grandparents' house, which is a Barnes and Nobles, and I love Barnes and Nobles. I have a card for Barnes and Nobles. Barnes and Nobles is the best. Not because I read. God, far
Fucking
from
nerd.
it. No, it's not because I read. It's because I love board
Nerd.
games. I love board games, and I love all the little knickknacks and shit that they have.
I love trinkets.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like a fucking hoarder, but on a miniature scale. So I was dicking around in Best Buy, or not Best Buy, in Barnes and Nobles.
Barnes and
Yeah,
Nobles.
Barnes and Nobles, and I was looking through all the board games.
How'd you forget the name
You
already?
don't understand.
Jesus.
I'm really fucking stupid. Anyway, so I'm walking around. I'm looking around everything, and I find, and I think they're called an automaton, or let me see if I can find the name on it. Yeah,
Automaton.
automaton.
It's a little mouse.
Yeah, an automaton.
Yeah.
And I just have to.
Oh.
Can you hear that?
You
Wait.
brought it
I
back with
bought
you.
one.
Of
I
course
bought a
you fucking did.
$40.
It's like $60
It was
for that thing.
$40.
Okay, so you got this.
The $80 one.
You got the standard automaton.
Yeah, it was that or the deluxe, which is $80, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't do that
Yeah,
one.
but the deluxe one is big. It's like the biggest one they got.
Yeah, it's huge.
Besides a comically sized automaton,
little-
which is just
Comically large
unnecessarily
size
big.
automaton. Shut the
But I got
fuck.
this little guy, and I can just.
Play Daru Sandstorm
Wait.
now.
Play Master of Puppets.
Quick, play Thunderstruck. No, but I have.
Through the fire and the flames.
Wait, I like this one because it sounds like a fart. Wait, no, wrong one. Nope, wrong one. That's the wrong setting. Okay. It sounds really 8-bit on the low setting. Is this the riveting content you guys come to this podcast for? Because god damn it, I will provide. So I bought that.
What?
And before you start your next thing, I did want to mention there was one thing I did forget about that was the most cool thing I did while I was gone, which is I saw a concert, as y'all know, which was which was the Freaks on Parade tour, which featured Powerman 5000, Static X, Mudvayne, and Rob Zombie in that order.
I love how I only knew one of those.
And it was because I saw Korn about August 10th last year, 2021.
I thought I'd run out of toilet paper. I was gonna have to send one of you guys for help. Quick, somebody come to my house.
And I mean, and I got another concert planned up for October. But I gotta
Who you
say
going to in
that
October?
Rob Zombie concert. I'm gonna see Iron Maiden in October, and I'm planning on seeing. I plan on going to a death metal concert in November, headlined by Amon Amarth and some other bands, Cattle Decapitation, Carcass, and
Almost knocked
Obituary.
my automaton into the toilet. That would have been bad. You guys know what
So
I'm
I gotta
doing in October?
no.
Just to steal your thunder like an asshole? I'm going to my first rodeo.
Will it be your
It
first
will
rodeo?
in fact be
I'm
my
going to
first
Disney.
rodeo, and I will make that joke at least 30 times within the first 10 minutes of arriving.
Actually,
going
I've been to a rodeo before, so if I win, it wouldn't be my first rodeo.
I'm literally gonna walk around and ask everyone where everything is, and be like, "Sorry guys, this is my first rodeo." Hey, do you guys know where the concession stand is? And I'm like standing 2 feet from it. Sorry guys, this is my first rodeo.
I would hate you.
Wow.
Like, if I was just a natural cowboy just there, I'd beat the shit
So
out of you
just
as
a
soon as you walk
natural
out.
cowboy compared to an
No.
artificial cowboy, a non-GMO
Yeah, you're-
cowboys.
Artificial insemination created cowboy.
I'm putting that on the list for later. It's just non-GMO cowboys.
It wasn't naturally formed.
Um.
It was artificially created.
Well, can I talk about my VR experience so far?
Yeah, sure. I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
go for it. Shit, go for it.
So when I'm playing VR chat, I get sexually
Yes,
harassed.
that's about VR
I'm
chat
not
for you.
fucking joking.
Yeah,
You.
no shit.
I mean, what do you what like avatar do you use?
It's really
I use Venom. That's
it's
all I am.
definitely an anime character. It's got fat honkers without a
No.
doubt, no shot.
No, I fucking
Bad
use Venom,
honkers.
and like then people walk because it has its tongue
Oh,
out,
yeah.
the character model, and people will be like, "Can I
Why?
ride your face?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Excuse
That
me."
likely story.
I mean,
Like, no, like I'm playing murder mystery, and this dude just sees me and he's like, "Can I ride your face?" I'm like, "What the fuck's the matter
I
with you,
forgot
bro?"
that you did
Get
get
the
a
fuck
Fletcher.
out.
We should play that later
you're rolling
tonight.
in that VR bussy.
Yeah, we should. I don't mind playing
That'd
that.
be fun.
I'm down to play. I've been.
I'm glad you didn't hear what I just
I
said.
heard
What?
it,
What'd
but
you
I'm
say?
just not going to acknowledge it because I don't want it to be brought to the forethought anymore.
What'd you say?
Okay, I said rolling in that VR bussy.
Thank you. I'm going to clip that sound specifically, and I will hold you hostage with that sound clip. Thank you.
Dude, fucking, it's not wrong because so many people approach me about my Venom
Can you
character.
just say "fuck me" with your
That's
tight
why I
little
said it.
fucking metaverse cock? Thank you.
What?
Wait, how is that tight?
Yeah.
Tight?
My
What?
tight metaverse cock. That's a very simple request, I thought.
Excuse me?
Wait, tight is in physical or metaphorical
What do
tight?
you like to know? Just answer the question, Rebecca.
Tight, like metaphorically tight is in. Oh, that's tight. That's cool.
Yeah.
Or the
Okay.
physical tight, just like you're about to like you're about to get your ball snipped
Yeah,
off.
my dick is in fact about to.
Constant
My cock
CBT.
is about to commit
Yeah.
mitosis, actually, and yeah.
Split off
Actually,
by
mine's about to
pitosis.
commit meiosis.
Oh wait,
So I think I'm
guys, I
better.
wanted to tell you this because I just looked over and remembered that I had them. So I have a neighbor. He's a great guy. I absolutely love him. He's a fantastic guy.
Wait, was it the firefighter?
No,
neighbor?
not the old man. Not the old man.
He probably passed away already.
He's not. I've seen him on multiple occasions.
We figured out his secrets.
We know old man
We
loot
know
box,
his secrets.
but we'll call him.
Refer to episode Old Man Loot
It's a
Box
podcast episode actually, or an update episode.
update.
Yeah. So we'll call him. We'll call my neighbor Eugene, because that's his name, and he's a great guy. Old man stoner. He lives there with his wife. Fantastic guy.
Solid,
Yeah,
solid.
fantastic guy. He's given us like cookies on multiple occasions. We talk to him all the time. He's just an all-around great guy. I bought him a cake once to help with yard work, and he's just a great guy. But like 2 weeks ago, because I have told him on a couple of occasions that I own a vinyl record player and a bunch of vinyls, and he's like, "I'll go through some of my collection and I'll give you any of my duplicates or anything." I'm like, "All right, hell yeah." So he gave me two good ones that I like, and
You think Ram Ranch is on
I
vinyl?
doubt it. but I got Neil Young and Batman and Robin, like the classic Batman and Robin. But I also got the Little Duckling audiobook, the Care
Oh
Bears
man.
soundtrack, and I forget what
Yeah.
the third one was. There was one more, like kids cartoon. Oh! It was something about a frog. I forget what it is. It was like an old frog cartoon kid show shit. I don't remember. But I just thought it was really funny. I'm like, thanks, Eugene. I love you, buddy.
I don't know. I'm finding this so funny. Real quick, I've just been staring at Shiitake's PFP for a
What, the
while now,
raccoon?
and I am like on. Yes, I'm on the verge of dying.
Why?
This
Why?
is
It's just a
this
happy,
is the
it's just a
funniest
happy
thing.
little
This
raccoon.
has never been funnier. But this has never been funny before, but it's
How many
funny now for
Benadryl are
some
you
reason. I don't
currently
know.
on?
None, but I am just very
Okay.
tired.
What do you mean you're tired?
Yeah,
It's
that-
not even 10. It is 9:47.
It's
I've
9:48
been waking,
actually.
Alright, shut up,
I've
you
been
bitch.
waking up at 5:40 all week.
Oh
Silence.
yeah, because school started. Haha, bitch.
That's true.
Oh yeah, he's in school. I forgot about.
Dude, speaking of school, I've been trying to get my ass to get to college, but college has like refused to accept the fact that I live in this state. I have spent literally the past 5.5 months just trying to get residency done, and then I can get my classes, my prepaid, and my
How did you
FAFSA.
never get residency?
I don't
you-
know.
what?
They refuse to accept that I've lived in the state of Florida my entire life. They're like,
That
Man,
you live
isn't
in the
that
state
it?
of Florida.
yeah, I've given them so much shit. We've called them multiple times. They're like, no. We need more. And I'm like, okay.
No, you don't.
And I'm like, okay, here's more. And they're like, no, it's blurry. And I'm like, all right, here's a
This
clear
doesn't fit.
photo.
I'm
And
sorry.
they're
This
like,
isn't right.
we need other stuff. And I'm like, I fucking hate you. So for 5.5
It's
months,
the
I've been playing
government.
golf. I've been playing fucking phone tag with these retards. And I don't even have classes
No,
and school.
my college, they're like, we need one more document, and I'm like, I sent you the right fucking document. I'm not sending you
Yeah,
another.
they were
And
like,
then
I
make
need
sure you
this
use that
specific document
I-
with clear phototation and all the information. I'm like, all right, cool, done. And they're like, cool. And then they took a week and a half to respond, and then they went, can you send it again? And I went, yeah, sure. And it took them 2 weeks, and then they were like, cool. It was the wrong piece of information. I fucking.
I mean, what do you expect? It's a bureaucracy.
It's a community college. It shouldn't be this hard. Take my money.
It really
Any
should.
kind of school is run by
I
bureaucrats.
have the money. I have a prepaid college. I have what is it? Prepaid. What's the Florida? What's the thing that says I'm poor? That's the
FAFSA?
bitch.
I have FAFSA, but
I got FAFSA up to
I'm not gonna
$6,000, and then I also have a prepaid because
yeah,
it's
that's
my
the same for me.
grandparents. Anyway,
That's
I don't
nice.
know. They're just like really dicking me around, which is really annoying.
You're gonna get it too. Don't worry,
he's
buddy.
not going to college. He's
Yeah,
gonna
I
go
know.
die at 19,
Yeah, I am.
trying to throw a pipe bomb into the president's mailbox.
That's gonna be probably either after college. No, I don't even know how my whole anarchist ideals will fit into the rest of my life, but I'll make
That's
it.
fair. I will. I'll make a
Make it.
podcast. Like any good anarchist would.
No, me and Sam actually talked about like making an anarchist podcast one time.
Why?
It's
Also, why would it be you two?
I think-
The podcast becomes way more anarchy without you. Have you ever listened to the episodes that are just me and Sab? Like the updates? Them shits get crazy.
Oh yeah, yeah. You
I
guys
mean,
do.
I did enjoy. I still think about it from time to time. The time that we burned that whole Christmas
Yeah,
tree,
and it would
and
never
we just
was
chanted,
recorded.
"We are our own
We were
gods."
never recording. It's just so sad. It was
I put it on. I mean, it's on my Snapchat, but
so.
I have it on Snapchat
You
memories.
still have it? That's great.
But
Memories.
I do want to make a slight tangent real quick about how I think about school and college.
Okay, pray tell. Go ahead.
This is just the one thing I really dislike about college is how people treat it nowadays. People treat it as a rite of passage to get into
Yeah.
work. You know how colleges started? Colleges and universities started?
No.
It started as a way to further learn about the things you want to. further how you think, further all that
I
crap.
hate the fact that you have to take general education in college. Motherfucker, I'm in college now. I don't give a shit about calculus. Fuck you, calculus.
Dude,
Yeah, I mean,
no. I understand calculus for my job, but I don't understand why the fuck I have to take algebra. What the fuck do I have to take algebra for?
Yeah, I don't know.
What am I gonna do with 2x? What the fuck am I gonna do with the
I
Pythagorean
have
theorem?
no idea.
Yeah,
Nothing.
I don't know
Absolutely
how I'm gonna-
fucking nothing.
I hate everything.
I don't know how I'm gonna make it through college, but I know I'm gonna leave there with a business
Our
degree.
system is flawed.
That's all I know.
Hey, you know what?
I'm about to fucking lose my mind. And then half the time I have to leave because people threaten bomb threats at my college. It's like so stupid.
Well,
You think I'm joking? I
Hold
get
on.
a text every other week. You cannot come into college right now because there's a bomb threat.
is it
Do
the
they do
same
the,
guy every time? He's like, oh, I
don't know.
I really
Well,
don't want to go
probably
to my
not,
English
because-
major class. I'm just gonna make a quick call.
I can't think, but like maybe it's because of how close proximity it is to the high school and how much people just lose their minds around that area.
He doesn't go to the
I mean,
one
that's
you're
like an
thinking of.
attribute.
He goes in a completely different area
Oh,
because
that's
he's
true.
an asshole who doesn't love us.
Oh wait,
He plans
yeah,
on
it's up-
moving.
it's up north in the state, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
he's going farther north.
It's up north. I mean,
No,
like
Is it
I
south?
get it
North?
if it was up in like the Jacksonville area.
Wait, what direction is it?
No. Gainesville is not
Why
north.
did you say this?
Oh.
Okay, hold on.
We have already addressed we live in
Yeah, but
Florida.
you want
How far are we?
Do you want to dox your exact college location?
There is 4 colleges in the Gainesville area. Who the fuck is gonna look me up? If you look me up, suck my cock. I do not give a
I'll
shit.
leave it in the episode then. Fine. I don't give a
All
shit.
right,
But I want to make a little. I'm gonna make a
you
little.
better have that cock
I'm gonna make a little
ready.
call out post on my twitter.com.
Shut up, Sam. You're not
I
allowed
want
to
to make a
say
little
that.
call out post on my twitter.com to a certain Sab. It has been. And I'm gonna look.
Yeah, these nuts.
Why are you doing a Twitter call out post? Excuse
What?
me.
These
What?
nuts. Twitter.com has nothing on me.
Twitter.com is the fucking cesspool of
I
America.
have Twitter just to look at furry porn. Anyway, I just want to say it has been
That's about right.
3 months since you and I have done a single fucking fireside update that's truly been a fireside update. You have not, in 3 months of this video being recorded. April 24th was the last time you and I both sat and burnt shit. Do you know what I still have in my car waiting? Boxes. I've been waiting
Cardboard.
for
Nope,
so
he has a bunch of
long,
fucking
you
cardboard.
bastard.
And then he's like, Shiitake, sit in the back, bro. And I'm like, why the fuck would I sit in the back? There's like a bunch of fucking cardboard there,
How
bro.
about this? Let's do a fire. Let's go burn after this episode. Why
No,
not?
I'm sleeping
You're
right
an
after
asshole.
this.
It is almost 10 at night. We will get the cops called on us, and all 3 of us will be arrested.
What are you talking about?
I mean, it literally in the community guidelines where we live, it literally says you cannot burn.
And since
Yeah,
when has
after
that
some
stopped
time.
you?
It hasn't. I'm just saying that's what they'd get us on if we
You
were caught.
literally now have
Yeah.
a fence blocking off that entire area.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm just saying that I know it's prohibited to do
I'm
that.
just saying, the longer
No.
you wait to do another burn, the longer you let bureaucracy win. You're letting the government win.
You're trying to play at his strings of
I
fucking
am.
hated
Because
man.
this man
I
needs
love
to
this.
understand.
I love this. He's trying to gaslight
The
you.
less you do that,
It's not.
the less
Well,
you
I'm
burn
saying
with
right
me.
now, it's not working.
Less
He's
you burn,
gaslighting
more
your
the government
beliefs
will
into you, and I
The
love
more
this.
you're giving
Just
me
saying
to
here,
being
and,
government's
like-
little sex slave.
What? This is like fucking. What
Yeah.
the fuck, dog?
Here, I have an idea real quick. I have this encyclopedia, no, it's a medical dictionary. I just want to pull. I'm just gonna pull up a word.
Why?
Why not? I've had enough of you two just talking about
I
whatever.
haven't even finished my stories.
Oh, here's a fun one. The first page I open up to in the middle of the thing it has prostate on
Ooh,
it.
all right, interesting. Pray tell.
You
Yeah,
read the entry on prostate
Yeah,
cancer?
give us the exact Can you send a picture in chat, please, and I'll post it in the episode of hardcore prostate
Okay.
cancer. Thank you.
Here, there's two different pictures because it's spread across two
I'm
different
being
pages.
sarcastic. Please do not.
I'm going to send you
All right.
this
Well, now I'm gonna angrily play my automaton.
Can you play the Full Metal Jacket theme?
I don't
on
know
your
what the full
automaton?
footage. I don't know what that one is.
What?
Which was
You both, you both just immediately got confused.
I love how you immediately shut the fuck up the second I started. You're just like, all right, I gotta be quiet. It's going.
All right, here we go. I got it. I got the pictures for you. Prostate cancer, a malignant tumor, almost always as whatever of the prostate gland. Other than skin cancers, it is the most common neoplasm in men. In 2000, the American Cancer Society estimated that there would be 180,400 cases of the disease and 31,900 fatalities. The incidence of the disease rose sharply in the 1990s after the introduction of simple screening techniques for the cancer, especially the prostate-specific. As hygiene blood test, the disease is more common in African American than European American men.
Ooh, sorry, Shiitake.
Oh no, I've already known I've been at a risk for prostate cancer because my family literally has cancer running the
If you
family.
want, I can check your asshole one of these days.
Symptoms. The disease often is asymptomatic or may be present in symptoms such as difficulty urinating, urinary hesitation, nocturnia, symptoms of urinary tract infection, or in cases in which the cancer is spread to bone, localized or generalized bone
For
pain.
your safety,
Treatment.
Shiitake, you need to start posting every single time you've taken a piss, just so we can make sure you don't have prostate cancer. Everyone in the
I feel like you're just
everyone in
gonna
the comments down below, please specify if you're an African American, and please tell us the exact times in which you piss during the normal.
As a fellow African American, do not do this
Treatment.
because he will jerk off to this information.
What?
Therapeutic options often include conservative management for patients with localized disease, orchiectomy, drug therapies to reduce testosterone concentrations, surgical recession, or radiation therapy.
One thing you'll know if you get prostate cancer is that like you will become overly aggressive sometimes because your testosterone will be running
That's
for like.
why. That makes so much sense now.
The procedures often depend on the patient's expected lifespan. The disease of 10 is diagnosed in elderly infirm patients. The aggressiveness of the tumor and the patient's decision after consultation with his healthcare team. Patient care. Whether to screen for prostate cancer, and if so, how are topics of active research. The available options include blood tests to assess levels of prostate-specific antigen, PSA, digital rectal examinations, or assessment of the gland with ultrasonography.
Ultrasonography, where the mega Jews live.
Ultrasonography. Most experts recommend screening for men over the age of 50 who have a close relative with the disease or who are African American. Many
Guys, let's do
urologists
that for an
recommend that
update
screening
episode. Let's go
for
have
all men over
Shiitake
the age
check
of
for
50.
prostate cancer midway through.
The detection of the cancer and allow the disease to be detected at early stages when it's most likely to respond to therapy.
I love being God. I could just server mute him. I still say we should have Shiitake do a Shiitake. Would you be down for that? Get checked for prostate cancer.
Why would I get a prostate exam when I'm not even close to my 20s?
You're pretty close to your 20s.
I just turned 19 a month ago.
Practically dead.
You server muted him? You server gagged him? Really?
I muted him a while ago. I don't know if you've noticed yet.
No, because he was still talking on my point of view.
Anyway, I'm just gonna go poop.
All right, I finished my entry on prostate cancer. Can you tell him?
I can't tell if Craig heard any of it. Oh, I just unmuted you. You're fine.
Okay. I'm gonna put it here.
I don't know if you noticed you were server muted for the last half of that.
I could tell. I wasn't going to stop.
That makes sense. So, because we're okay, thank you for sending us the pictures of your. I don't care.
Wait, did it? Oh, he did send the
Yeah,
whole
he sent the
excerpt.
whole excerpt. I'm not gonna be putting it into the episode because I don't give a fuck. I will
Yes, he
not.
will.
I will
Yes,
not.
he will.
I will
Yes,
not.
he
I know you
will.
can't make me either. 'Cause I
Comments.
do all this episode. Comments down below are busy telling us about their
Comments.
shits. Don't make them do more things.
People listening to this, if he does not put it, unsubscribe for the channel.
No one's gonna. Okay, here's the thing. No one's gonna watch these episodes. B, watch these episodes for the visuals. I know that one, and it makes me sad because I spend a lot of time on them. C, no one's gonna specifically sit here and read the. I want to put a textbook for something completely fucking different, and no one's gonna ever notice because no one gives a shit enough to pause it and read these 6,000 words.
It'll be me. I will be the one to
And what, you're
notice.
gonna unsubscribe from your own podcast?
Yep.
Wow, I see where your loyalties fall. How about this? You edit.
I'm a madman. I'm
Why
capable
don't
of
you edit
anything.
this episode then, asshole?
I don't have editing software.
I've told you at least a dozen times I will give you my old laptop.
Nope.
Yeah, see, then you're just bitching.
Wait, do you still do this all on your old laptop? There's no
No,
fucking
I'm on
shot.
this. I'm on my I'm on the new one.
Oh, I'm
On the
glad you
Nitro.
put something in. Oh, what is this in the mint green
Oh,
background?
he's got mint cream background. You
I-
haven't looked in there in a while.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
It's a lot.
Eat Fist. Supergirl.
Well, oh yeah, sorry. There's a lot of porn. I'll do an episode on the on all that one day. Maybe an episode where I'm just alone and I'll just talk to the episode about a lot of stuff, like a therapy film.
You should do that.
So I'm gonna finish my stories now because we're over an hour into this episode and we're never gonna even get into the actual thing that I wanted this episode to be, which means we get to do another episode directly after.
Well, I mean, that just means I get more time to make more.
Woo!
So
Yeah, that's foreshadowing, baby, because now you're not gonna know what that means. So I'm gonna finish my stories. We'll finish this episode and then we'll start on the next one. So
wait,
Yeah.
well, real quick, is this Be Inspired?
yes,
F
that's
slur
exactly what it's
channel?
for. Shut up! Shut
Is
up!
that just
Shut up!
that-
Shut up! Shut up! It's for the Be Inspired chat is Be Inspired Fags is about the next episode now. So
No, was it the randomly generated
Yeah.
ones?
yes, that's why I said to stop saying it, you retard.
Bruh. These
That's
nuts.
my balls. Anyway, so I stopped, got an automaton, went down to my grandparents' house. I haven't seen them in a couple of months, and I felt bad. Just got my paycheck, so I decided to take them all out to dinner at Bob Evans. I took me, my grandparents, my cousin, her mother, and her boyfriend all out to Bob Evans. I paid for everything, got them pies, etc., etc. So while we're at Bob Evans, I'm gonna we'll call her Savannah because that was her name. Is a good friend of mine from high school who I haven't talked to pretty much in a couple of months over summer, but we were fantastic friends at the time. What the fuck are you? I can't look at anything he's posting right now. Anyway,
Wait, what
I
is
don't know.
he
But anyway, so I took them all out to Bob Evans, and they were talking just to themselves, and I'm sitting there eating like the fat bitch I am, not paying attention to anything else. Looking outside, looking at all the thunder, because it's very nice, very pretty lightning. And they were talking about we'll call her Brianna, because that's my cousin's name. Brianna and her boyfriend. And they looked over to me, and they're like, "What about you? Are you?" I'm like, "No." And they're like, "So when are you going to tell us that you and Savannah are dating?" And I went, whenever she stops being a lesbian and all that. And they just kind of went, "Oh, you sure?" And I'm like, "Yeah, pretty sure." She had a girlfriend for several years. I'm like, "Oh, so no?" And I'm like, "Yeah, no." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
You know the thing, as you say this, I read a post about a woman who was a lesbian and then slept with a guy and then like got married to that guy. That's
so
like
good,
you tell me this.
Actually,
You don't say that, yo. Don't say that.
Here's an interesting theory I've heard about like lesbianism,
Not real.
whatever you want to call it.
Excuse?
Here's an interesting theory: is that some people, like people who would call themselves tomboys, are being classified by like societal standards and the people just around them who are more, I guess, progressive, not progressive, whatever you want to call it, more fruity aligned. Yeah, sure, the liberals. This is something I don't know how widely this is, but these people who assume they are more tomboyish, they'll be told they're lesbians, and then like, okay, I guess I'm
All right,
that
I'm gonna
now.
go on a rant now.
No, that's actually real. That's actually real because
Hold on.
because
I
this
know.
mother who
Let me tell you, this band I listen to, punk skater punk. They have a whole song about it. The band's called Zarbamba.
Okay. Cool. Anyway, so I'm gonna go on a little rant real quick. I dislike. I'm trying to be as not overly aggressive to break TOS again. I am not a fan of the transgender community anymore. It is slowly becoming pissed me off.
Anymore?
I was fine with it for a while, and it's just slowly pissed me off more and more. Anyway, all the political shit aside, I'm gonna just target one little thing and go away before I keep getting pissed off and go on a whole ass episode worth rant. Fuck you, trans community. You ruined my femboys and you made them ugly. All I had.
oh shit, yeah, no. I can actually agree with this with you.
Don't agree with
Because
me.
Both of you enjoy.
I don't want to be right in this scenario anymore. But I genuinely hate it so much. It's like, let tomboys be hot with their short hair and not be guys. Let the femboys have their cute little skirts and not be girls. You don't look cool. You are ugly as shit. We can all tell. You'll never be a real whatever the fuck you're trying to be. Accept your life. Kill yourself. Thank you.
And the funny thing is, if you say
that was some Republican fucking. You'll never be a woman. Males will smell you out. That was some.
There's only one base transgender, and it's Caitlyn Jenner. That's it. That's the only one I accept.
No, there's another one, that Navy SEAL that fucking like grabbed Ben Shapiro and was like, "I'll put you in the hospital if you keep misgendering me." You
know what? We wouldn't have to. Here's the thing. You wouldn't get misgendered if you looked correct. If you looked like what you were trying to be, then you wouldn't get misgendered. Isn't that a crazy thought?
Yo, fucking base.
So in other words, be more convincing.
The worst part is, femboys look so much more like women than actual trans people. Like, look at any trap and then put them next to a trans woman. You know what the difference is? The trans women are ugly as shit. The traps are still dudes, and they're hot as fuck, and they look like women.
No, they don't. The thing is, they pass as women so well, like even their voices, even the voice.
Be like that, then I'd be down with it. I'm like, all right, I can see where you're coming from. But then they're coming. The worst part is when they don't.
But I mean, think about it this way: if the whole trans community didn't exist, think how much money Fallout New Vegas wouldn't get.
Here's the thing.
What is the thing about that? What?
I don't know. There's just a big thing about the trans community liking Fallout New Vegas.
It's because they're broken.
I don't understand.
Here's the thing. I would be okay with it if they put it. There's a reason I like the femboy and the tomboy, and like I respect those, even cross-dressers, transvestites, all those, a hell of a lot more than I respect the trans community.
Transvestites, Buffalo Bill, Silence of the Lambs. Would you fuck me?
It's simple.
It's
fuck
one
me.
very simple
He
reason.
puts the lotion on his skin,
or he gets this hose again.
No, I'm going on a rant now. Hold on.
Sorry.
So, the reason is because at least those people put effort into it. The quote-unquote trans community, 99.9% of them just put on the different set of clothes, do nothing to change how they look, and go, I'm a woman now. I'm like, bitch, you still have a goatee. You are still a beard guy.
Yeah, no,
wrong.
They still have a beard and everything, and I'm like, how is that changed?
They're wrong. Pack it up, bunny.
Like, I have long hair now, and it's like, that doesn't change anything, you fuck. It changes nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, because you still, then that means you would still identify with the male gender too. It's like, and then half the time half the trans women are trying to go after females themselves and call themselves
And
lesbians.
I love
So it's
looking at like all the detransitioning people who are like, it is terrible, it's a cult. And so anytime trans people, because I went to a liberal arts high school with you guys know how many of those fuckers we had.
Yeah.
Anytime they would yell at me, I would just
Oh
like
my
pull it up
God.
and be like, hey, look at all them.
Oh, here.
Look at all them saying it.
There is
I'll take my word.
so much more this year than
Are
there
there
were
more?
last year.
Oh, I'm so glad I
much
left. I would
more.
have gotten.
Wait, Sam, are you being dead ass, bro?
Are you being
I
on
am
God,
being
for real,
completely
for real,
serious.
no cap sheesh?
Dog,
Or
I
like-
feel so bad
Is
for
it
you,
true that
Sam.
we have a welding class there now?
It is. I really want to take that my senior year.
Anyway, so
Okay.
I'm gonna stop going on this rant.
Actually, I want to weld so I can weld multi-inch thick plates of steel,
I know,
and then
Or
layers
a
of concrete,
non-specific
and then
vehicle.
another layer of steel over a
That's crazy.
composite.
Anyway,
For a non-specific vehicle that will be used in a non-specific way.
I knocked down a
I will
town hall
document
on
my-
many of the people who have wronged me.
And I will document all my reasons on video logs.
so
I listened to those all on Killdozer
I
Day
did
too.
all on Killdozer Day. Anyway, so argue with me down in the comments below, in between all the people talking about their shits. If you have the reasoning to argue with me, I'll do it if I see it.
Can we have the most chaotic comment
Yeah.
section of all with nothing correlating
Yes,
to each other?
Also, while you're at it, give us your favorite ice cream flavor. So I want 3 separate sections.
These all have to
I
be
want
separate
3
comments.
Yeah,
Mint chocolate chip, Rocky Road, and then
Rocky
what's my third
Rocky
one?
Road Superior. Anyway, it needs to be 3.5 separate comments. It needs to be what time you shit at during this video, timestamp, and any other video that you've shit in. It needs to be your argument for
Actually,
the
can
trans
it be
community.
4? I want
And then 0.5, if you're
favorite crayon
black,
flavor.
I also need to know when you pissed. So that kind of stamps onto it's a 0.5. Your argument for the trans community, and then of course your favorite ice cream flavor. Please give me all 3 comments below.
And crayon
flavor. Sorry, make that 4.5. I need your crayon flavors as well. Please do them chronologically, or if you'd like, you can make it one comment and just simply
No.
You want. Yeah, you're right. We need that interaction.
We prefer it to be
you're
all
right. We need that
separate.
interaction. We need every single one of them.
And therefore, if you're not comfortable with doing one of them, you can at least do the other ones.
Exactly. Just do as many as you're comfortable with. And if you're black, that's all we ask. So back to my story.
Okay.
Back to my story, because I want to finish this so we can start
Yeah,
on to
go
the
ahead.
next episode. So we finished Bob Evans. I bought us some pies, and we had gone back to my grandmother's house, right? So
Mhm.
my cousin's boyfriend this is the first time I've ever met him at this point. He is 6'3" and looks essentially like me without my beard, which is a whole can of worms I will not be uncovering today. But long story short,
And why am I so attracted to
I just don't
it?
want to think logistically why that was who was picked, but we're just not going to question these kinds of things today. So essentially,
Sigmund Freud was right.
You're right. So he was essentially this super genius because him and my cousin go to the same college, and that's how they met. And they also work at the same bridal company shop, whatever.
Super genius.
Yeah.
I know a super genius who went to a college. What's his views on the environment?
Man, I knew a guy who was like really good at art, but he wasn't allowed into art school. I wonder what he's up to. I've heard about him.
I mean, I'm talking about a guy I knew. He was really good in college, and he wasn't too fond of the government or the Industrial Revolution.
Okay, thanks,
The thing is, he was also a part of a precursor to MK Ultra.
So anyway, funnily enough, this guy's like super smart, and apparently he was almost recruited for the FBI and the CIA right out of high school, but he just didn't want to go.
Yeah,
So,
let's go.
So the entire
Fed
rest of the night, I
resistor.
just referred to him as an almost fed.
Almost fed.
We
my
could have,
God.
you know, you and I, we could have been mortal enemies.
I literally told him that. I'm like, we're okay for now.
It would have been a whole Walter White Hank situation.
So anyway, so we're talking the whole time, and I don't know how it came up. I don't remember exactly. But essentially, my cousin is the only
Put your dick away, Walter. I'm not having sex with you
Walter,
right now,
I ain't having
Walter.
a sex with
So my
Walter.
cousin,
Put your
what the
dick
fuck
away,
are you talking
Walter.
about? So my cousin Brianna is the only person who knows about this podcast. She is the one of the 2 people in my family who have found this podcast, and it is between her and one of my
No,
other
she found it. It wasn't like you fucking gave
she
it.
showed. I haven't given this shit to anyone, but she showed up to stay the night for the weekend, and she was watching on the YouTube on the Roku TV through my account, and she found it that way. Going through my subscriptions, and she found it. Anyway, point being is
Why'd you go in there your subscriptions?
I try not to question things, but essentially,
She's a very questionable person, isn't she?
She's nice. I don't know how much she's listening to this, but so she was talking about.
Oh man, that's gonna be a whole new layer. If
She
listens
listens to this specifically. The worst part is the episode that had come out like a couple of days before. Yeah, a couple of days before I went over was episode 16, where I talk about fingering a kid in 3rd grade and knocking a kid unconscious in a pillow fight. Like, just the wildest shit. And I'm like, please don't listen to my podcast ever. Thank you, love you, bye. So her boyfriend was like, all right, tell me. And I had already sworn her to secrecy to not tell anyone. And so he's like trying to get things out of me, and I'm like, I'm not going to tell you anything. He's like, I used to almost be for the CIA. I can figure this out. And so for like the next 45 minutes mid-conversation, he's just ticking away on his phone. And he's like, I found it. And I'm like, how did you find it? I give you no hints except for I showed him the picture of my avatar, James, because that gives literally no hints. And he's like, oh.
Oh yeah, because
He just put a funky looking creature.
Here's
and he
the question:
found
how do you guys think he found the channel? Because he found the channel. He could be watching this right now. So what do you think he did?
Because he could probably just track it through you.
How would he track it through?
yeah.
Me? Nope,
Email.
none of those are connected. No, you know what he did?
Oh
Email
yeah.
has your name on it.
No, it doesn't. The email has my name on it.
I'm
The
pretty
email,
sure.
the personal email that we use for this account is hooked up to my name, but not to my account. But anyway, the thing that he was able to connect it to is he fucking cheated. He went onto the app, he logged into my cousin's fucking YouTube account, and then just scrolled through all of hers until she found it. He cheated.
So he basically used her as a shortcut.
I was like, that's such a Fed route. You fucking.
Yeah, Feds don't play by the rules. They can go
like,
fucking.
It was never specified I couldn't use her YouTube account. Like, that's bullshit, and you know it. It's implied.
That's bullshit.
So if you're listening to this now, fuck you, Walker.
That's a Fed collecting evidence in the wrong
Fuck
way,
you,
bro.
Walker. You Fed. You do shit like a Fed.
You just talked his whole fucking name. You just was like, "Fuck you, Walker." You know who you are, bitch. I know you're listening to this podcast episode right now. Oh God.
He's left.
And Sab just got taken.
Welcome back, Sab.
He's back.
We still can't hear you if you're trying to talk. So. Okay. So another thing was halfway through. So while he's screwing around looking for this, my grandma goes off to get the pies, and she lives with her sister, and she's like, "Oh my God." That's not what my grandmother sounds like at all, by the way. It's just for some reason.
Completely Jewish.
Oh my God!
He just likes to.
You have no idea what just happened. God, Samantha just gave me the greatest shit. No, where she's like, "Oh God, Aunt Rose just gave me a photo. She said this was out and about the neighborhood. She said to look out for it because it could eat your dog." You want to know what she fucking showed me? Would you like to know the photo that she shows me to claim that this is a real thing that is crawling around our neighborhood?
Oh God!
A fucking face hugger.
What is it?
A face hugger from alien movies.
No.
Trash can. And she's like, "Oh, these things are apparently like a nocturnal creature that are just roaming about." And I'm like, "They're not real." And she's like, "I'm guarantee you these things are real." And I'm like, "Grandma,
did you just get her to watch the movie?
No,
Alien?
I had to show her a picture because there's like, so here I'll show you the picture that it's based off of. is this picture of a coconut crab on a trash can. That's somebody.
Oh,
Yeah.
that one.
And basically, I can't find the actual picture of it.
You know, I know a little thing about coconut crabs and something about Amelia Earhart.
They were delicious. But essentially, she was like, yeah, this photo of a face hugger on a fucking trash can is real. And I'm like, Grandma, no, please. Please.
Your grandma's got into conspiracy theories now.
She was genuinely
Grandma's
concerned
mouth.
that these things were roaming around.
Your grandma's a victim of a psyop, now believing the things are
My
real.
grandma's gonna get fucking brainwashed by the government. Why is there shark hentai?
She already did. She's the victim of a government psyop.
The actual fuck am I looking at? I found shark hentai.
Oh, congratulations.
Face
Congratulations,
huggers
yeah.
IRL, and it's just shark hentai. Anyway, but so I had to convince my grandmother that face huggers are in fact not a real fucking creature that will kill her.
But coconut crabs are, and
Yeah,
they will
yeah,
eat your flesh
exactly.
alive. Like they will eat you alive. This is proven as.
Have you seen how terrifying spider
Yeah,
crabs are?
They're not scary.
I've never seen a spider crab.
This
I've
big.
never even.
They
made a-
are. They're like these really lanky
they're like
crabs that are like
30-foot
in
tall
deep
crabs.
ocean.
It's like big old
Oh, are you talking about fucking king crabs?
No. They're called
No,
Or
these
like
are-
a distant relative.
Spider crabs are
Here,
very
I'll put a picture.
lanky.
It's this thing. But it's just a big old crab.
I remember because the first time I ever saw them was I was in the Georgia Aquarium and I was terrified because they're awful
I think
and
they're
I hate them.
hilarious looking.
I think I remember them as snow
They're not
crabs.
snow
I don't
crabs.
know.
It's a completely different crab.
That's not a snow crab. That's a
It's
spider
completely
crab.
different
That's I don't remember them ever being called spider crabs.
Really?
Am I a part of
You
a
are a
government
retard.
psyop? Because I
No, you're not a psyop.
And
You're just
you've been
retarded.
psyoped.
There's a difference.
I've been psyop.
Anytime anyone is wrong, you just say they're the victim of a
Bro,
psyop.
where the fuck did I leave my keys? I could have swear I put them down here. Just fucking runs in from the other room. You're a part of a government psyop. Everything's a simulation. You fool.
You got psyop, bro. The
Being
keys were never
gaslit by the
there.
government.
Isn't this like the same crab that's like fucking used in the meme perhaps or something like
Yeah.
that?
No, it was using the meme silence
the
liberal
silence
with the
liberal
laser
one, yeah.
beams.
So,
yeah.
Shiitake, do me a favor. What color is your ceiling? What color are
White.
your walls?
It'll be red here soon enough.
What color is the blistering light all around you? How soft are the walls, Shiitake? How vivid are our
what?
voices? How loose are your
Very
arms?
vivid. Shut the fuck up. Stop trying to fucking make me
Tell
go
me,
into
my
a
friend.
schizophrenic panic attack.
Do you really
dude.
see us, or do you just think you see us? Are you in fact just sitting in a
I
pile
can't
of
see
your own
things.
crying shit?
Shut the fuck up. Stop trying to make me like go into a
With
fucking
no doors?
schizophrenic.
And blistering white light?
Shut the
No
fuck
toilet?
up.
No
This is
bed?
completely true. There is no psyops.
There is no psyops. Take off your pants. There is no psyops.
Who says I'm not in my underwear right now?
I'm in a pair of fancy plaid pajamas with no underwear on. So, rocks out, cocks out, baby. So the last thing I wanted to talk about before we end this episode is, for the first time ever, I got pulled over by the cops. Leaving my grandmother's house to go drop off my cousin's boyfriend at his house.
I mean,
I got pulled off.
did you have your 3D printed shotgun
No,
on
just
you?
my Nerf revolver in the car. My neon green Nerf revolver.
You
So,
should have shot at the cop and being executed by a cop for shooting a Nerf gun at him.
that would be fucking hilarious. But
Suicide by cop with a Nerf gun.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dude, if a cop shoots you and doesn't see like the bright green on the Nerf gun, I'm gonna be fucking dying laughing. Like at your funeral, I'd be dying laughing that the cops are retarded.
Speaking of toy guns and speaking of New York, past thing, did you hear about the New York confiscating a kid's splatterball guns and congratulating the police officers for another dangerous weapon off the streets for a splatterball gun?
I've heard about that. They've been doing a lot of stupid stuff recently, like confiscating motorbikes and ATVs and stuff like that because they're not technically street legal, even though there's no law against them.
okay, so
But
Is
here's
it-
the funny thing. They confiscated those splatterball guns on the grounds that they were air guns. They weren't air guns. They're
No, they're not.
They're electronically made. They're electronically made.
Motors.
They're used.
They're
Yeah,
motors.
motor.
Okay,
They're using
so,
motors,
gents,
not pneumatic.
gentlemen. So, I got pulled over by the cops.
Continue.
I was with my friend and with my cousin's boyfriend and didn't know what the fuck had happened because we had just stopped at a red light and then turned left and then immediately got pulled over. So we were friggin' the fuck out. So I pull out my wallet, and if you look in photo ideas, these are the old Chuck E. Cheese cards that you would get from a certain game where it would take your picture and it would stamp it onto a card. Right. So if you see it right there, CECPD is the Chuck E. Cheese Police Department, which is one of the only forms of identification I have in my car, and it is in my wallet.
You don't have your license?
My license. It's just behind the Chuck E. Cheese Police Department badge. So I pull out my wallet. Like, all right.
Did you almost get a federal thing? Did
You almost get a federal offense.
So what happened was, so I pulled out my wallet because she's like, all right, I'll tell you what I did in a second. But she's like, I need some identification to run, see if you have any other background check stuff, and then you're free to go. And I was like, all right, cool. And so I pull out my wallet, and it's the Chuck E. Cheese Police Department badge first. That's the very first thing I keep in my wallet, and I keep all my ID behind it. So I just immediately flip my wallet around. I go, I can't get away because I'm a cop too. And she just looks at me and laughs. And I go, ha ha, please don't kill me. And I immediately scramble to grab my ID.
You should never. You should not have done that.
Department badge.
You should never have said that.
No, it was funny pulling stuff into your car that was just dumb when it was like the $2 bill.
$2 bill.
The $2 bill. But like that
the
cop joke.
Chuck E. Cheese Police Department badge. She was in good sport about it. I wasn't gonna dick around with like the cop with night shaders on and like a goatee. Like it's okay, I'm not scared.
You're about.
So I'm gonna dig around with her a little bit. So
I'm gonna dig around with the cop that can physically literally shoot me and kill me.
I'm fine.
Imagine she had a bad day and you got put under custody for impersonating a police officer.
If that's how I get arrested, I will laugh my ass into prison. I hand somebody my Chuck E. Cheese Police Department badge and get taken away for 6 months as a felony. You bet your ass I'm putting that on my resume.
I went to prison because of Chuck E. Cheese.
I'm gonna blame the mouse. This is why we couldn't get shit out of him in
the
middle
rat.
of episode 3.
The fucking rat.
What episode did we feed up Chuck E. Cheese?
Charles Entertainment Cheese.
It was either 2 or 3.
Entertainment Cheese. Isn't that like fucking? I can't remember who
Charles
says that.
Cheese?
Matt Pat.
No, it's
Matt Pat says
no,
that?
it's
Really?
Defunct Land. Charles Entertainment Cheese.
Oh, was it?
Yes, it's Defunct Land. Anyway.
Huh. Oh. Charles Entertainment Cheese.
I'm surprised I haven't heard him say that before.
I gotta watch for Defunct Land.
Yeah, I gotta watch Defunct Land.
So basically, I got pulled over. I gave her my identification. We went on our merry way. Would you love to know the wonderful thing I got pulled over for that almost gave me a fucking heart attack?
What?
I'm not gonna guess or anything, dude. What the fuck?
Was your brake light out?
No, my fucking my light that lights up my rear tailplate was out.
No.
Yeah,
Are you
my
fucking kidding me?
Light was out.
Bruh.
I didn't get fined or anything for it. She's just like, yeah, you should probably go get that fixed.
Oh, that you're lucky. A lot of times you do not get away with a warning for that. That is immediate,
well,
not even
like,
a warning.
It's the first time. And she's like,
fine.
I get it's an older model car, so you probably couldn't see it. So it's like, all right, fuck yeah.
Oh, you got lucky. Yeah, not a lot of people let you off, even with a warning, even for the first time.
They'll put you probably in.
They won't. A lot of times they won't even give you a warning for that. They'll just immediately take you or immediately fine you.
These are dicks.
They're dicks. Plus, I imagine it's something to do with their status quo.
Luckily, this one was a woman who had very little authority. So
Shut up! They can still fucking blast your ass into fucking the 9th level of
if I
hell.
challenge
I mean,
to a
all you have
Beyblade
is the
duel that I
Nerf
had in my
gun.
back seat.
If you challenge
my
this
God,
cop
if
to a
If
Beyblade
she
duel,
would
I
have
would have
told me that I was getting fined for that, I would have been like, "I'll challenge you to a Beyblade competition for that fine." You bet
Double
your
or
ass I would
nothing.
have tried to
I
double
either
or
walk
nothing
away with
that.
no
I
fine,
would have been
or I'm
so
paying
panicked and
twice.
everything. The adrenaline rush on that pull would have fucking ripped a hole through space and time. I would have killed her.
You would have gotten out of that ticket just by pulling the
Yeah,
space-time
exactly.
continuum
I get
apart.
teleported to fucking Pharaoh times because I'm Beyblading a cop. You bet your ass I'm taking that bet. I am not gonna lose.
You got sent to
One,
the
I'm
Shadow
not gonna lose
Realm
I'm
from
not gonna
Beyblade.
lose a Beyblade match. Two, I'm not gonna lose against a woman. It's a set goal. I've won. But no, she was really nice. She was really chill.
You see, the game was
So I was
rigged
like,
from the
what are you gonna
start.
do about it? I was, sitting there. I'm like, well, nothing else I can do about it. So I gotta put those in my car now, and that's about it. I just thought that was fun. I thought you would let you guys know the first time I got pulled over and was probably going to get shot. It's fun. All right.
All right.
Sab,
Yeah. I can see you just shitting bricks in your
title at
car.
best, please
Yep.
sound off.
Existence is
Mr.
pain.
Mushroom Shiitake. Please.
I was gonna say, can I like finish the
Sure, go
outro?
for it.
Okay, why don't you like, comment, and subscribe to this video? Because this
Everett,
bullshit channel
why
needs
did
to
you do
survive
this?
This has never
by
been
Why
some
part
did
of
you
the
let
way.
him do
outro.
this? Why did you
This
let
has
him
never
do
been
this?
part of the outro. This is at no point.
I hate you
ever-
three.
These three?
Revoke
Are you
his permissions.
counting Craig as
Revoke
part of this?
his permission.
You know what? I'm just gonna hold
Kick
up.
him
I'm
out
just
of the
gonna server mute him.
podcast.
There we go.
What?
That's better. See, his presence is all we
Bruh.
needed. We didn't need him to talk, just like the early episodes. Which I do have to say, I'm proud of you,
Bruh.
Shiitake. I'm
Oh,
gonna unmute you to say this. I'm proud of you. It only took you 15 episodes to come out of your shell and finally start talking in an episode. It only took me publicly
Okay.
berating you on several occasions and mid-episode on multiple occasions for you to actually contribute. So thank you for that. I'm glad. Anyway, sound off so we can end this goddamn episode.
Okay.
Also, I
Bye,
just want to
guys.
say real quick, with my new Nitro 5 computer gaming laptop, sponsored by Intel.
Shut the fuck up about it.
But my
Shut the
computer's
fuck up
actually
about it.
so good,
Shut
I
the fuck
can.
up about it.
Well, I'd like to thank our
I
sponsor,
would like
Fraser.
to thank our today's episode sponsor, Manscaped. I
would like today's sponsor, AdamandEve.com. Adam and Eve has the ultimate collection of
Bad Dragon.
Guys, if we had a Bad Dragon sponsorship, I would
Raid
get
Shadow
Bad
Legends.
Dragon up my ass for an update. I would make an entire
I mean,
update
Cream Crew got
of me
sponsored.
shoving a Bad Dragon into my asshole on camera while making direct eye contact the entire time. Bad Dragon, if you're interested, hit me up in the comments down below, in between the people talking about taking a shit and pissing, and also their favorite crayon flavor, and their favorite ice cream flavor, and also, what was the other one? What was the other one we wanted them to do?
Whether they're
That was
black.
for the pissing.
Oh yeah, the prostate cancer.
That was one. Then taking shit, and then it was their favorite crayon, their favorite ice cream, and then there was one more.
Was there? It was 4.5.
4.5. 0.5 was taking a piss because you're black. So what was the extra one? In the comments down
We'll be
below,
backtracking through editing.
please tell us what we had forgotten as the fourth one. Please and thank you.
And then to say
your fourth one again in the comment telling us what the fourth one was. Make sure it's a separate comment from the original fourth one.
To the entire of the 3 people gonna watch this
for every
episode.
3 people who are watching this, please in the comments below text Bad Dragon on twitter.com and try and see if you can get them to sponsor us. I'll take 1, maybe 2 dildos as a sponsorship, and you're golden. Anyway,
Ew, can I get a fleshlight?
Can we each get 1 fleshlight and 1 dildo, and we'll test them for an episode?
Yeah, I'd agree with this. Yeah.
Can we get a customized short bus?
Yeah, can we get
fleshlight?
just a small bus as a dildo? I'd use it. Can we get the Gum Wizard?
This one's
Can
for
we
my
get the
private
Gum Wizard
collection.
fleshlight? Is this what he's been
I don't
made
want the
for?
Gum Wizard
Like he's got the
fleshlight.
big
don't
wizard
want this.
beard in the
I
front
don't
of
want
it is like a
this.
mouth fleshlight, and it's got the big like wizard beard.
No.
It's got like a little cum dribbling out the side. It's branded back of the short. But hey, I'm just saying, Bad Dragon, if you're
The other two members of this do not condone that one.
Yeah, the other two members of this podcast do not condone or agree with the statements made by Captain Neckbeard.
Bad Dragon,
Other than
Bad
the
Dragon,
short
quick
bus.
question, homie. If we sent you all individually pictures of our cock, could you make them a fantasy version? And please put it in the next lineup of dildos. Thank you. Hit us down in the comments
I
below.
think we would have to do we would literally have to do the thing that's called grow a dick. Like, or,
Could-
I
Just do
mean,
that for an episode. I'd
Could
do
you
it.
just spike? Can you just make mine, but just spike it with nails and
Can
sell
you make
it
mine
like
a
that?
pipe bomb, please, and thank you?
just make mine a mushroom.
Make his a bomb.
Anyway, glad we could have this conversation, everyone. See you all in the next episode of Hit Podcast, Back at the Short Bus Podcast on YouTube.com.
See you in hell.
We're already there, baby.